put that in my call a shorty made up my brody. If you don't owe me, they'll act like you owe me. I promise I won't ever quit Kobe. Young thugger, I whip it that bitch, you know me, young thugger. Yeah, she shining like butter. From Chicago, I call her Young Cutler. Leave it to people, I pull up in Billy's with London, they all wanna meet. Yeah, they all wanna agree to. Then they all wanna. No, they won't tease on that, they won't read on that, they won't leash on that. Don't Felicia that, mama see to that, they won't snitch on that. She can't secret that. Mama a beast on that. If she bad, I'ma go in 4 season that. What?
Well, to 2K Sports. For another edition of NBA Basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Two teams, the Celtics were handed a loss when they went up against Portland.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Well, let's also give some credit to the defense. They made shooters uncomfortable, and they didn't allow many second chance points.
Smith for three. A rebound by Drexler. Here's Holiday. The shot from the low post is good. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside, Drexler. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And a great sense of the floor there from Holiday. Who gets to the basket but knows the better shot is on the perimeter.
Shot to stop the run. And Smith with the stop.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of this from Davis, playing above the rim.
And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
Now, here's Lillard. After the miss from Clyde Drexler. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jackson with the screen. Pass to Smith. In the corner, Tatum with it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Deflects the pass. Shots good by Thor. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Portland.
They're really bucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
First trip to the line for him here. Both free throws good from Smith.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Now here is Holiday. Drexler outside. Davis sets a screen. Clock at 6. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Celtics trailed by 6. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. And another miss by Boston. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Thor. A 3. Portland again missing. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Outside, Davis. Back to Drexler. And the dunk by Drexler.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Drexler scanning the floor. The 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Butler deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Hit by Clark. And Jones sends it back. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. And Butler running the floor.
That's a tough jumper by Butler. The pull-up is a difficult shot to defend.
Inside, it's tipped. Alvarado with it. Outside Butler. Butler on the attack.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
We'd heard the stories about Sharpe and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
With the drive, over to the left wing. And Jones sends it back. Now, here's Sharpe. Henderson on the follow. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Oh, great hustle by Henderson. His hops really help him on the offensive glass.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
It's Powell on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Boston grabs the miss. Clark inside. The kick outside to Butler. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Powell outside. 1:58 left here in the second. Here's Sharpe. Back to Powell. Over Butler. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's the screen. Down low. Onto the right wing. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Butler. Excellent defense there from Henderson. To end the cold streak, Sharpe. And he lays it straight in. Sharpe's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharpe's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Pass to Sharpe. And here's the break. And that one's good by Clark. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly.
24.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So it's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. Murray left side. There's Jackson with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got the first basket of the second half here for the Celtics.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Lillard with the bucket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Drexler. And Portland turns it over again.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Tatum on the wing. Jackson with the screen. And Tatum. Oh, Tatum, that was something else.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Boston leading by 7. Smith surveying the D. Outside Butler. Screen by Smith. From 18 feet away. And it's Butler missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart. But Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Outside Tatum, and stolen by Lillard. Outside Davis. Here's Thor. Drexler up top. Butler with the steal. Here's Tatum. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trailed by 5. And it's Davis at the elbow. Lillard outside. Over Butler. Lillard misses.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Jackson is doubled. Outside Butler. Jackson with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Drexler. To the middle. Here's Thor. Boston grabs the miss.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's Tatum. He's got 6. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Vukcevic, and he jams it with authority.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And it's Davis missing. Boston leading by 7. Here's Vukcevic. He gets that one. Vukcevic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Davis. Outside, Drexler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Davis. It's Clark with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Vucevic can't hit. Trailblazers trailed by 9. Here's Lillard. Drexler. And the layup's good off the glass. Drexler's got 4 this quarter.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Boston on top. They lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, Allie, thank you. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. Count it. Good. Murray's. Got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
That is nice. Murray with the floater.
And Holiday, here we go. It's rebounded by Walsh. Here's Smith. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. One minute now into this fourth quarter. 6 to shoot.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Smith missing again. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the inside. Here's Drexler. And the rejection by Tatum. Lillard scanning the floor. Now Davis. Up top Lillard. And stolen by Butler. Here's Jackson. Now Smith. 8 feet out. Now Jackson. 5 on the clock. Now Smith. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Right side Tatum. Now Jackson. A three-pointer. Good.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch five. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
Outside Lillard. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Smith. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Tatum draws the double. Now Jackson. And stolen by Lillard. Strong move off the glass.
And love to see Lillard get the fast break going. He's a quick thinker with great hands.
Now here's Tatum. Fires away from outside. Cleared away by Lillard. And here's Portland. Drexler drives in. Good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
.32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Davis inside. No good on the layup. Now Murray. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
Lillard. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
how much else? Let's get a little more. Put the windows down. Run around town and that, oh my God. Where in the did he get that from? Wow, where'd you get this from? Like, can I this time? I ain't think I could get this. I don't think I'ma risk this one. If your team worth $50, you really miss me, huh? Didn't it feel real for once? 3 some thought for my heavy feet.